Hi guys, this is Miguel. I just want to let you know I have a 1987 200SX V6. It is, I'm sorry, actually 1988. It was actually produced in 1987, but it was towards the last final year. But it was actually announced as a 1988 Nissan 200SX V6. Anyways, I got this thing off of a gentleman in New Hampshire. This thing was actually in really rough shape as far as the insides are concerned. But overall, though, I cleaned this thing up from the insides. Very, very clean. My white one is actually right there, so you can see that. But anyways, I've been kind of working on this guy here. It's got the louvers, which you don't see very often on these cars. Also, I'm kind of in the midst of, you can kind of see what I did inside. This thing looks like immaculately clean now. Before this, it was like cobwebs, there was dust, there was debris, there was acorns, spider webs. I mean, you name it, man. It had everything in this thing because it looked like it literally sat outside for years and years and years. So anyways, cleaned it all up. Trying to make it as clean as I could for now before I do a full detail. And like I said, this is actually was in really good shape. The engine, surprisingly, was actually really clean. I didn't actually touch anything in here. This is a V6. Really familiar with these engines myself. Although the one thing I wasn't too sure about, because it's been a while, was what did these go to? I gotta check my other car to see what that's all about. So I just noticed that now. Probably an accessory of some kind, I'm not sure, but anyways, right now the car doesn't start. There was, like I said, it's been sitting for 12 years. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take out my battery from that car and put it in this car and see how that's gonna go. Everything else has been clean. You know, surprisingly, it's got fluids. You know, the oil is not too bad. Everything else, though, is in actually pretty decent shape. So I'm gonna try this out and see how this is. Let's see here. But yeah, like I said, it's surprisingly not too bad. You know, considering its age and the fact that it sat for so long. I know that the proper maintenance needs to be done, obviously. I'm going to be changing belts, although the spark plugs looks like they're actually in really good shape. So I'll probably keep those. We'll see how it fires, see how it is. If worst case I need to get new spark plugs and wires, we can get that. We'll see how this sucker is going to look like when I take this thing off at some point. This is all in good shape as well. It's got plenty of fluid there. And like I said, the car in itself was actually overall very clean. You know, I mean, no issues, no major issues I can see. I mean, there's a couple cosmetics defects like this, you know, but that's pretty standard stuff. You know, yeah, things like that I can take care of. I got it on a jack right now, so you can kind of see why it's lifted. At some point, I'm going to try to sand this thing down and redo this here, so I can paint this, probably paint the whole entire car maybe, and get that all cleaned up. You know, get rid of some of that stuff off the car if I can, and you know, basically get this thing fired up back on the road. I do know it needs an exhaust, so for those guys out there, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the same exhaust I had on my red one. I had a Apexi N1 on mine, and it was pretty loud, but it wasn't bad. I mean, it was pretty decent. So my white one here, this one's a 1987. This one, I need to take this thing out and clean this up so you guys can take a look at this. So future video, you will see this guy in more detail, probably in cleaner shape, of course. Right now, it does work, absolutely. I just have it, you know, parked right now. But I just need to get a tune-up on this little bad boy, which I'll be making some more videos if I can on doing some of these things. It's been a while since I did these. I'm going to try to work on these again myself. So anyways, just wanted to give you guys a little quick video on this, and hopefully I'll catch some insights, maybe some recommendations from you guys. Any feedback, please feel free. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts, things like that. All right, and stay tuned on the Nissan 200SX 1988 V6 project car. Coming soon.